What is it? What's your book? You crying for? What are you crying for? So you gonna cry? Something is wrong with you, yo. You got a problem.
It's my book, Daryl.
So you gonna cry? See, look, first of all, you must be happy.
I am.
You don't look happy. You look like
tears of joy. Oh my God.
Lord, man, that's crazy.
I'm so excited. Thank you, God. I didn't think it was gonna come this week. Oh my God, look at it, Daryl. Look at it. Oh my God.
I am weak, bro. Why are you crying?
Because I'm happy. Thank you, God.
All right. Good afternoon.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm
Good.
good. Let's go ahead and start by introducing yourself.
All right, well, my name is Keshara Bailey, aka Bubbles, and I am the author of Getting Stronger.
All right.
Yes.
That's a beautiful cover right there, too.
Thank you.
All right. So, we're just doing an interview. I'm just going to ask you a few questions,
Okay.
about your book. All right?
Okay.
All right. Let's go and get started.
All right, I'm ready.
All right. Okay. First question is, what is your book about?
Okay, so my book is a poetry book about my spiritual growth with God, just kind of like the ups and downs of being in relationship with Him, especially at a young age. So yeah, basically just like my growth process over time, like how I was once weak in Christ, and now over time I'm developing a more of a stronger relationship with Him, and just how like imperfect that sometimes can be, but it's okay because I'm living for a perfect God, So that's
Cool.
it. Yeah.
Cool. It's really interesting.
Thanks.
Yeah. What inspired you to write this book?
Well, I've always been into poetry. So I definitely always knew I wanted to do a poetry book. At first, I was kind of indecisive about just putting all of my poems collectively together. But I felt like God was specifically calling me to just take the ones that I've written based on my relationship with Him. And so that's how it came about. Over time, I've been able to add not just poetry, but also some of my testimony in it as well. So yeah, that's what kind of inspired me. God was just like, one day I was just like, oh, like I want to do this. I'm going to do this. And so, yeah.
So you did it.
I did it. I did it.
All right, cool. What was your writing process like?
Honestly, it was so sporadic. I've written these poems over a range of years, honestly. I kind of just get inspired by just random things. Like one of the poems in my book is titled Basil. And literally, I was in the house cleaning up, and I had some basil on the windowsill. I'm like, oh, I need to, water my basil. And it had died at first, but it came back to life from just me nurturing it and watering it. And literally, I came up with a poem through that. So definitely just inspiration. Another one, I was kind of at a women's retreat with my church family. And I was just looking out at the view and just kind of like expressing my poetry to nature, and I was inspired that way as well. So honestly, they just come to me. God was just like, hey, here you go. And I know it sounds weird, but yeah.
No, it sounds perfectly fine.
Okay.
You get your inspiration from a lot of things,
Yeah.
Cool. What do you want others to get from this book?
Honestly, I just want this to touch even just one person's life, just to know that it's okay to not have this perfect walk that, some people may depict in their life. Like, it's okay to go through the ups and downs, but as long as you're trying and constantly trying to progress with your growth in God, like, that's what really matters. So honestly, I just want to inspire. I just want to push someone to their full capacity. Honestly, that's what I really hope people, and hopefully get them to smile a little bit as well. So that's my main goal when it comes to this book.
Okay. What was your process like finding a publisher?
Ooh, okay. So Of course, I went on Google trying to find information, but my pastor from back home, Pastor Janet Bland, had told me about Christian Faith Publishing, something she was looking into that she was thinking about publishing a book through. So she told me I should check them out, and I did. Honestly, they got me connected with an agent, and she was very patient with me, and she checked up on me, but she never pressured me into finishing the book in a certain time. She always said, just pray about it, make sure it's timing that God has chosen for you. And so I was always like very adamant about using them, but I was still actually looking to try to find other places. But they were always like, oh, trying to send me information. Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Oh, we have this special. Honestly, I just felt like they were trying too hard. And then I tried to go through somebody. I was thinking about going through somebody else, but they didn't have that concern or care for my book as the people through Christian Faith Publishing did. So, I was very fortunate to find them. But yeah, it just kind of trial and error, but I feel like God was always pushing me towards the company that I went with.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I've heard that you said that your pastor Janet Bland helped you get into Christian publishing, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're from Virginia, so I heard that you've been working on the book for a while, and Christian publishing, I believe, is based out of Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's crazy because when I first I started this book. Of course, I've been writing the poems over time, but I really started the process in 2018. 2018, we were living in Virginia, and so Christian Faith Publishing was like almost 10 hours away. So, I was really adamant. I was trying to get it out in 2018. I was just trying to rush the whole thing. I really wasn't like doing it the way I did it now. But, something told me not to. God was just kind of like, okay, he put me on pause. When we moved to Pittsburgh, now Christian Faith Publishing is literally an hour and 30 minutes away from my house, which is crazy how God like aligns certain things in your life. Right. Yeah, it's so crazy how he aligns certain things in your life. And it was just kind of like fate, to be honest. So I went up there with my husband, Daryl, and one of my best friends, Stephanie, and that's when I signed. But it was nice to be able to see them in person and not just talk on the phone or email. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like God, put everything right there in your path.
Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason.
Everything.
All right. What inspired your title and cover art?
Oh, my title. So there's my absolute favorite poem in there. It's called The Flesh is Weak. And I kind of made two other poems kind of progressing through your flesh being weak. So the first one's The Flesh is Weak. The second one is The Flesh is Still Weak. And the last one is Getting Stronger. So it's kind of like, even though I'm having this tug of war sometimes in my relationship with Christ, how I'm so much better than what I used to be. And it's not like everything is getting easier. It's just that I'm getting stronger through everything. So that's really, when God first gave me the name for it, I was just like, yes. I have this analogy where like, it's kind of your faith with God and your walk with him is kind of like going to the gym. You first go to the gym and you're trying to do bicep curls. Sometimes you first go and that 10-pound weight seems so heavy. But as you keep going and as you keep doing it, that 10-pound weight feels like nothing. And it's not like the 10-pound weight lost some of its value. Like it's still 10 pounds, but you've gotten stronger. So that I always correlate with that. And I like that whole analogy there.
All right.
Yeah.
I think I can lift a little more than 10 pounds.
I mean, of course you can, but 15 is my limit. 15 is my limit.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, and how I got the cover art. At first, I wanted a picture of a bicep curl, kind of bicep curling across to kind of represent getting stronger in the word. And, the publisher company, they do have an option where they do your cover art for you. But when I moved here to Pittsburgh, I came across this guy that I worked with. His name is Jalen Bennett, and he does graphics and, all that other good stuff. And he showed me his work. I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll get you to, do my cover art for me. So I got him to do it, and I told him exactly what I wanted with the bicep, the arm doing the bicep curl with the cross. It just wasn't coming out the way I envisioned it. I wasn't getting the wow factor. And I've seen his work before, and I've seen his work, and I've gotten chills because it's that good. And so I said, hey, look, I'm giving you full creative control. you do what you want, and then just show me, and I'll let you know if that's good or not. And literally after I said that, he sent me this. And I was just so happy with the results. I was so excited. And yeah, so I said, okay, this is it. This is going to be my cover art, like, in a discussion. So definitely excited that I chose him. If you want to find him, he goes by at Barbados Black, and that's on Instagram and Facebook. Yeah, and I also have the information in my book as well, where you can find him, just in case you would like to use him for a graphic designer, because he's awesome. Yeah.
What are you most proud about this book?
Honestly, the fact that God gave me the vision and I've completed it. I think that's what, like, sometimes I can be a huge procrastinator, to be honest. But the fact that I was able to start it and finish it, that's what I'm most proud about. Like, and just, I just get excited whenever I see it. I don't even care if nobody else gets excited as I do. Just the fact that it's mine, and I'm like actually not a published author and all the other good stuff, and people get to experience what I love to do, which is poetry and writing. That's what I'm most proud about.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you plan on publishing anything soon?
I don't know if it's gonna be soon, but I am in the works of starting a second book. It's going to have like a little taste of poetry in it, but it's not going to be majority of poetry book. But I don't want to disclose that too much information. But yeah.
Yeah, but we can't be looking out for something else. When this book is done, it's published, and everybody buy it. It becomes a bestseller.
Yes.
we can't be expecting another book from you, right?
Of course, another book. Honestly, you're gonna see my face everywhere. I'm manifesting to the fullest. I'm gonna be on TV shows, movies. I want to turn my second book into a movie. So yes, I am definitely excited about all that good stuff.
Okay, cool. Well, all my questions, Miss Keshara, Miss Bubbles. How are you showing everybody your book again?
All right, this is it. This is getting stronger. Again, I am so proud of it. It's like I said, it should be coming out either the end of May 2020 or the very beginning of June 2020. So please make sure to go out and support a young fellow Black queen. Yes, sir.
All right.
Don't forget to subscribe.
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 All right.
All right.